Hey y'all, welcome to my channel and welcome to my kitchen. And today what I'm going to do, I have a lot of blueberries, fresh blueberries that were picked during the season. They went straight into the freezer. They're still beautiful and in perfect shape, but they're taking up space in my freezer. So what we're going to do, we are going to can our blueberry juice. We're going to strain the seeds, and all we're going to have is blueberry juice so that I can make blueberry jelly. So what we're going to do, we're going to be putting the juice in pint jars. I'm not sure how much I will have, how much it will yield, so we'll just kind of eyeball it. And what we're going to use for this trick is our Instapot. And what I use for my Instapot is I use this. I'm not sure what this is or where I even got it, but I've had it a long time. And it's just going to fit right down inside here. I'm going to lift that up. That's going to help me pick up this. And what this is just a simple little kitchen strainer on legs. So we're going to open this up about like that, and we're going to place it inside here. You can use any type of little basket strainer that you have, or you can use an actual strainer. So let's see. What we're going to use once we get everything, once we get all the berries processed, dejuiced, we're going to strain them through this a couple of times. So let's get the berries in the pot. Okay, the berries are in the pot and they're pretty frozen. And I had these left over. Look how plump and juicy those are. Oh my gosh, and they're still delicious. I think I'm going to save these, and because there's not that much in there, I think I'm going to just eat those. Yum. Okay, pot is full of berries, frozen berries. You can do this with frozen berries. And you have to remember, this works off of steam. So, I have 1 cup of water. Just put that 1 cup of water in there. It will create enough steam to dejuice these berries. We're going to strain them, and since they are fresh picked berries, I did notice some stems. It's okay if they're stems. We're going to strain this out. All right, we're going to, what am I knocking over there? We're going to put on our Instapot. Well, we're going to put the lid on safely. We are going to put our pressure cooker, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to do this for 20 minutes. And we're going to let this depressurize itself. We're going to let it, that means come down naturally. So I'm going to go back here and make sure that this thing is on seal. Okay, we're double checking the seal. And as you can see, the little toggle here is very loose. It will pop up when it's ready. Here is your venting, and here it's closed, so we know it's closed. You got to be knowledgeable of the Instapot, and I think everybody has one about right now, or some type of pressure cooker. Any type of electric pressure cooker this can be done in. And we're going to do this for 20 minutes, and it is starting to pressurize now. And we are going to let it cool down on its own, so that means that I can open the lid without any pressure inside. So we will be back and see what the berries look like when they're dejuiced. Okay, what I have here, I have my actual All-American canner, but we are not going to pressurize this. We are going to hot water bath it. And we're going to do this for 20 minutes. And in the bottom, you want to make sure that you have something in the bottom. This came with it, so you want to make sure that it stays in the bottom so that your jars don't scorch or crack. We are going to wet our jars and then empty them out. We're going to put them in the microwave for 1 minute and get them all sterilized and warm. Okay, we are finished depressurizing, and I could give it a turn and not have any pressure in there. I'm going to lift that away from me, and I'm just going to set this in the sink. And looky there. Whoops. Little stain. Sorry about that. But look at those beautiful berries, all nice and de-juiced, and it sounds like our jars are ready in the microwave. Okay, we're just going to kind of squish a little bit on them just to kind of get some of this juice out of it. I'm going to scoop some of these out and give them a little mash. It's kind of hard to do it in here. So I'm going to scoop it into this little bowl here and then give it another little mash. Okay, I took out as much of the mush that I could, and now I'm just going to lift this out. I'm just going to set it right over here to finish draining. And looky here. Look at that beautiful, rich juice. I'm going to mash a little bit of these, and then we're going to strain the juice. Okay, this is the juice that we had, and this is the pulp that was left over. And if I have any more juice, I'm going to save that right there. And like I said, we're going to strain it a couple of times. And yes, I need a cheesecloth, I know, because this is crazy to work without one. But I'm going to strain it again and get all them seeds out, and then we'll come back. Okay, our jars are out of the microwave, and I have put the juice in a pitcher so that it would be easier to pour instead of ladling. So my jars are hot, nice and warm, sterile. Under here, I have my lids, my little thingy-mabob. I have this. And so I'm going to give 1-inch headspace, which is about right where that green is, right here. That's where we want to go. So now how easy is this just to pour it into the jars? Let's watch that headspace. Let's check. Perfect. And I do not want this to stain, so I'm going to set it over here, and these things are going to be naughty today, I can tell, and they will stick together. Let's give it a shake, put it on here. Finger tight. That's all. See the headspace on it? All right. Now, I have, let me turn this vent off. Okay, we have this on high. We want this to come to a boil. And let's see. It's still not super hot. But I'm going to finish filling my jars. Let this get hot. Put my jars in there. And we'll go from there. One thing that I didn't mention, I had to go back, make sure your lids, your jars are wiped down, nice and clean, and there's no juice. And then you put your stuff on. Okay, from that batch, I got 3 and a half. Three and a half. Well, these are pints. I got 3 pints and then a half. It takes, this is 6, you get 2 cups per pint. So it takes 6 cups of juice to make your blueberry jelly. So I did good. I've got this, and I'll just wait till to do more. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use these. They are still kind of warm. We're going to transfer these into here. And we want to make sure that it is covered. And looks like it is. Okay. Give it a good squeeze. Drop that in there. And let's get that other tiny little baby one. Get in there, little baby. Get in there, baby. Get in there, little shy. Okay. We're going to wait till this comes to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, we're going to time it for 20 minutes. And I forgot to tell you, be sure and cover it with a lid, usually the lid that comes with your pot. And just make sure you have room to vent. You just don't want a whole bunch of water evaporating while you're trying to bring it to a boil. So just wanted to let you know that. Okay, we have been at a rolling boil for 20 minutes. I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to get these jars out of here. I am so thrilled with this. I cannot wait. There are so many possibilities that you can do with blackberry juice. And blackberries are very good for you. It's a very nice antioxidant. And you can do so much with it. It's endless what you can do. You can make a syrup out of this. You can, actually, when you turn it into a syrup, you can make a blueberry margarita. You can turn it into a syrup. You can turn it into gummies. You can turn it into jelly. There's just so many endless possibilities with your blueberry juice. Okay, once your juice has started to cool, you will actually get a little pop, and I just heard this pop. You're going to get a little pop from this, and you're going to wait until it completely cools, and you're going to store this in a nice, dry, dark place. I do a lot of canning, and I keep my washroom a designated spot to where I keep everything. The sun is blotted out, and it's very dark in there, and it's perfect. So when I get ready to make jelly, I've already got everything. Thank you guys for watching and supporting my channel, and leave us a comment and give it a try. It's super easy. Thank you guys. Hugs and love from Crazy Cajun Living.